Good morning, guys. Welcome back to That's So Akiba podcast. I am so excited to have you here. Today is a really special episode just with you and me. And I'm going to start with something new that we're going to try now, and it's to implement fashion and how to get dressed for yourself, and maybe me inspiring you guys to get dressed for yourself. So today I'm wearing Thom Browne boots. I got these on sale at Saks Off Fifth. I'm obsessed with them, so happy. Doechii is super inspiring for me right now with Thom Browne. Then I'm wearing these Stella McCartney leather pants, the Attico top, and these gorgeous faux Bottega Veneta earrings that are from Amazon. And I'm just having coffee with you guys this morning. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to That's So Akiba podcast. We are on all platforms, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You can watch it, you can listen to it. And I'm so happy to have you guys here. Follow me on @SoAkiba on socials. I really wanted to hone in on how to stay inspired. And I am going to give you the tools today about how to stay inspired, how to go from your highest moments, how to, manage that with your lowest moments, and just staying, in a good place for yourself. And I feel like I've worked on this so much with myself through life experiences, through therapy, through dealing with a lot of different situations and knowing how to navigate those situations now. So how to stay inspired. I'm going to start with how you start your day. For me, I love waking up and praying. The first thing I do every day is pray. It doesn't matter how you choose to do it. I say something called Modéani, and it's literally thanking God for giving my soul back to my body. And then I just talk to God. I say, God, this is what I want my day to look like. I want to make, let's say you want to make a certain amount of money today. Sometimes I'm like, God, I need you to make me $10,000 today, because that's literally what I need to end the month with my goal that I have in mind. And it happens. Be super specific with what you want your day to feel and look like. So I'm really specific. And then I'm like, God, today I need this podcast to feel easy today. I need my words to flow today. I need to just feel good so that I can make others feel good today. So be as specific as you can be. And that's how I start my day. A lot of people meditate. That's another thing that I haven't fully gotten into. I'm super inspired by Melissa Woodhealth when it comes to meditation. Her voice just soothes me so much. And she's just very real and authentic. And it's less like Om, and it's more like, okay, how do I really get into myself and just calm myself and start my day the right way? And she navigates that in a really beautiful way, which is why I tend to gravitate towards MWH. I go into making my matcha. I mean, making my matcha every morning is just such a moment for me. It's like a 4-step situation. I don't know, I feel so grateful when I get to make my matcha in the morning, and then I sit outside and I have my moment with myself. And that's no rules. I don't need to talk to anyone. I don't need to write anything down. I used to be really strict with my morning routine of waking up, prayer, journal 6 things I'm grateful for, which I still do in a different way. But 6 things it's been a way to not be short enough, which, if you do 5-minute journaling, they do 3, which is wonderful. And as long as you can stay up to date with that and do that daily, it's amazing. But 6 for me is not too long, and it's just enough. 6 has always been my number. And I feel like I'm just very specific on what I'm grateful for. So I don't just say, I'm grateful to be here today. I'm grateful that the sun is hitting me and I feel the full presence right now. And that for me has been life-changing. It has been such a shift in how I see my day, because I'm like, okay, I already have all of these things in front of me. The rest is just extra. It's just extra. And I'm like, we get to be here. We get to do these things. And I just feel it. I feel that moment with myself and that connection with myself. So journaling is key. Sitting with yourself is key. And then what comes after that? Movement. Movement it's pivotal. It's pivotal. However you choose to do that. It could be a walk. It could be a 30-minute walk. It could be a 5-minute walk. It could be going on a walk with your dog, with your kids, whatever you choose to do, but move. I love going to Pilates. I love going to now an amazing hot Pilates class. I think it's called the Only Studio, or the one studio. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but they're just so amazing. My friend Genevieve opened this with Lindsay, and I want to shout them out because they are just really go-getters. And Genevieve has opened I don't even know, 10 studios in the last year. And it's such an inspiring thing. And I hope to have her on here one day. But I love what they're doing. I love the aesthetic. Another thing in the morning that I do that I'm sure other people don't talk about, but I clean up. Every morning, I clean my home. I make sure there's no dishes. I make sure that everything's tidied. And when I get home, coming home to a clean area is just, it's just like my peace. I know that I'm coming home to a space that feels and looks good. So not only do I want to feel and look good, but I want to know that where I live and what I come home to, what we get to come home to, feels and looks good. So tidy up for yourself. Even my makeup area, I make sure that my makeup area and where I get dressed for myself looks good. It feels good. Everything is clean. That's another thing I do in the mornings, and I highly suggest it. A lot of people make their beds. My fiance likes staying in bed a little longer than I do, so I don't get to do that every morning anymore, and that used to tick me off so bad that I couldn't make my bed. But you have to learn, when you're in a relationship, you have to learn to navigate that too, is give them that space and that grace to, get up a little later. It's okay. We're not all the same, and it took me a while to learn that, but I have learned that in the most graceful way that I can. So I find my other little things. I, organize my desk. I organize everything, and then I come into office. But then listening to a word. So we all know, obviously, that I'm Jewish, super proud of it. But I tend to listen to Christian sermons every single day. I think there is such power in listening to other religions, but other people that are inspiring. And they don't have to be the same as you. They can be, they can have different views, different political views, different everything, And I think there's just so much to take away from that and to stay open-minded in that. So I listen to a word, and sometimes I even listen to Christian music, gospel music, my favorite. There's something to be said about gospel music and the strength, the energy in that I love to listen to. Any Jew out there, you need to come up with this. You need to I don't know, make it feel like gospel music, whatever it is, but super inspiring. So I listen to a word. You can also just listen to a good podcast. If you're not listening to that, so Akiba, just listen to a good podcast that can inspire you. Next step in the morning is writing down my goals. Every single day, I have a different set of goals. And those goals are just whatever I feel I need to make sure that I want to get done that day, I write them down on my to-do list. There's a goals list and then there's a to-do list. And the goal can change from feeling good, paying off a debt, paying your bills, making sure I post something that I know that I want to make sure people get that day. I mean, it's different every single time. It really is. And then I have my monthly goals that I check every single day as well, like paying off a certain credit card or making sure that I get signed to an agency that I really want to get signed to. I've had that goal, and it's okay. I've had that goal on there for 5 years now. And this, I'm so excited to announce that this month I am finally getting signed to the agency that I've been waiting to get signed to for 5 years. So that's a really, really big announcement. If you see it every day, it doesn't matter when the timing is there, right? It doesn't matter when it's going to happen, but it does happen. And the best thing about this, it's kind of like rollover minutes. It's rollover goals. Move it to the next month. Move it to the next month. Move it to the next month. It's okay. But as long as you see it daily, it comes to life. It really does come to fruition. I've been doing this for 3 years now, and I have all my years since 2023 of my goals, my set list, all my to-dos, and I love going back and seeing what I've accomplished. They do come true. And that's what I've been doing daily. And then I go to work and I hustle and I talk to a million different people, and I make sure that I spend time talking to at least one family member that I just want to hone in on and say, I love you. I hear you. I'm here for you. I'm talking to you. I just want to make sure that I get that realistic moment too. That's been another important thing that I do daily. And at the end of the night, I like coming home. I like watching TV. I like being with my fiance. I like being with my dog. Throughout your day, a lot of shit can happen. And a lot of, you can argue with your significant other. You can argue with your siblings. You can argue. But at the end of the day, make sure that you know that nothing is that important. If there's anything that I've learned in the last couple of weeks, and I want to mention this about the hostages that just came home, the Bibas family, and I mourn with them today because today they were actually buried together. Shiri Bibas, Kfir, and Ariel Bibas all got buried together in one coffin. And I want to just say that even with the high moments, there's really low moments. So to know that all of these goals and all of these morning routines, that if you don't get to them, it's not that important. What's important is your health, is feeling good, and making sure that you spend time with the people that actually matter in your life. And I'm just gonna leave you with that. So I hope you guys like this episode. Make sure to stay tuned with That's So Akiba podcast. We have a lot more coming for you guys. Make sure to subscribe and support. Keep supporting. I love you all so much. You can listen to this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and let's keep going.